Morning Baraka, Ramadan special. Said Shah. How you doing, sir? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Beautiful to see you.
Good to see you also, sir. Good to see you also. Got a really interesting scenario for you. We aim to tax you. So I will hand the reins over because it's of a special nature. This question, I will hand the reins over to my
Brother
co-host.
Bilal knows enough about it. It's from a sister in the UK.
Okay.
If someone is pregnant and they are sick in the morning for a short period, does that break the fast? And also in the holy month, is it permissible to give blood and have dental treatments?
Wow.
MashaAllah. Okay, one at a time. Let's deal with the pregnancy first.
Mm-hmm.
Pregnant women are exempted from fasting. They do not have to fast. Now the question comes, should they fast? It is advised for them not to fast. It is better for them not to. Simply because they're pregnant, they need extra nutrition. Also because of the baby.
Is that specific to
Particular.
marja, or is it, you know,
This is
generally?
This is in accordance with, say, Sadiq Shirazi.
Okay.
To be honest, I haven't seen a marja with a different opinion yet. Not to say that it doesn't exist. But according to, say, Sadiq Shirazi, pregnant women are exempted from fasting, and the advice is not to fast, simply because of the medical and hormonal changes in their body, and also they probably have habitual changes. I'm sure you know of the cravings that pregnant women have. Some of them are quite abnormal. So there is indication of hormonal changes, indication of possibly nutritional change, and to accommodate this, they are exempted from fasting, and the advice is not to fast.
Okay. So then the second part.
In regards to donating blood, there's nothing to say that you are not allowed to donate blood, and that donating blood invalidates the fast.
The medical procedure of having blood extracted
Yes.
is not inhibiting your fasting.
It will not invalidate the fast. Even the removal of blood from the body doesn't invalidate the fast. However, due to low nutrition, due to other conditions of donating blood, if that does cause you to feel unwell, if that does cause you to lose consciousness, it's very common for people to donate blood, even when they're not fasting, normally to donate blood and to eat food, and to collapse later on due to the lack of blood. Very common. Going unconscious does invalidate the fast. So you are playing with fire here. So you can donate blood, there's no issue with that, and you can carry on your fast. However, later on, if you start to feel unwell or you feel unconscious, then your fast is now invalid.
I wanted to go back to the pregnancy just for a moment, just to clarify if there's any distinction between the trimesters, between any particular period. Because sometimes women are pregnant, but they're barely pregnant. I mean, I don't know if that's the right term, but very early stages, like there's no signs, symptoms.
To be honest, I mean, when I did the studies and when I did the research, there was no indication of early pregnancy, mid-pregnancy, late pregnancy. It just said pregnancy.
Okay.
So I guess once you are pregnant,
and it's aware. Once you know that it's pregnant, it's pregnant. Full stop.
And sickness in the morning is prevalent in the first trimester. So morning sickness is like 6 to 8 weeks, and it can carry on for a lot of women.
Maybe
it
longer,
depends.
yes.
Yeah.
Is there any rulings regarding mothers who are wet nursing? Children,
in regards, that's a good point as well. In regards to wet nursing, it is advised not to fast, simply because without the nutrition, the nurses can't produce the milk. Saying nurses should be mothers. Mothers can't produce the milk.
Yeah.
So it is advised for them not to fast and to continue eating in order to feed and nourish the baby.
So they don't fast in the pregnancy while they're breastfeeding, and then when that child's weaned off and the mother's not pregnant, she then makes up those fasts. What's the ruling on?
No, she's exempted.
So that's it.
Wow, mashallah. That's
She doesn't have to make
interesting.
them up. It's like in terms of what we call in Arabic haid, or the menstrual cycle. They don't make up those fasts. They don't make up those prayers. So they continue.
Okay. I'm quite surprised. I think with other marjas it's quite different.
Is it? MashaAllah.
So, okay, that's why I'm a bit... Okay, that's good.
There was go on.
So I was going to say the last bit was the dental treatments.
Yes, dental treatment.
Which is generic.
As long as nothing is swallowed. So while the treatment is taking place, there's a lot of jet spraying with the water.
It's kind of hard not to swallow, but I guess is it talking about intentionally swallow?
Intentionally, well, to be honest, even if it's, see, your intention was to go to the dentist, your intention was to have dental treatment. Whether you intended to swallow or not, you know, if you believe that you are going to swallow, or you've had previous experiences of swallowing something while in the, you know, getting dental treatment, then you shouldn't go, because you know it's advised not to go. You're playing with fire again. You're putting yourself in a situation where, you know, you may invalidate your fast. Same as you know, when you swim, you're not allowed to put your head underwater. It invalidates the fast. So why would you go swimming? There's a chance of you know, of your head fully being submerged into the water, and that will break your fast. So why go swimming while you're fasting? You're playing with fire.
So are you saying why go to the dentist then if you know that there's a possibility?
Set the appointment for
exactly.
time outside.
But then you could have a tooth infection and you've got no alternative.
Fiqh-wise, there's nothing to invalidate the fast. You go open wide, and they're doing everything. As long as you don't swallow anything, then your fast is valid. It's fine. And if they do, well then.
And they have a bad infection and they had to go to the dentist. There was no option. Then, you know, it's not so black and white that people choose, all right, it's Ramadan coming, I'm going to book my dental appointments.
It would be nice if you could do it outside of, you know, the fast.
It would be nice if that emergency came outside of
Yeah, exactly. No, these things do happen.
Not. Yeah, exactly.
These things do happen. It's best to fast as much as you can, as long as you can. You know, if you swallow something unintentionally, then, you know, it's okay. But it's better, you know, to go later, as in if you can arrange an appointment after iftar, that's, you know, obviously more, you know, desirable.
So what about brushing of the teeth then? Because I mean, I've heard different sayings that is more blessings, and the person's breath is more beloved to Allah of the fasting person, stuff like that. But,
that's a good question. That's actually quite nice.
Allah's merciful for people.
No, because you know, do you remember they said that Moses fasted for 40 days on Mount Sinai? The story goes is that he fasted for 30, like we do in Ramadan.
Right.
Then when he went to go speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he chewed some herb to make his breath smell nicer. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him that no, I want that breath. But I want
that breath is beloved.
Yeah, beloved. I want that breath. So he fasted an extra 10 days to get that breath back. You know, so there is indication that, you know, the struggle of fast and what comes with it, that, you know, the bad breath is beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's that struggle, it's that obedience, it's that, you know, that you know.
It's like when we're wearing ihram in Hajj, we are the most disgusting state physically, but Allah loves that muhram.
He loves it. He loves it, as in you've taken.
It's humbling though, isn't it? It's humbling.
You've taken all materialistic things away from you, and you've even given up, you know, hygiene, which can be a source of pride to some people. You know,
your vanity, isn't it? It's like you keep well, you look well. So brushing, you're saying, is actually permissible.
Yes, brushing your teeth is permissible. It's actually recommended. It's mustahab to brush your teeth. It is the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wa alihi, and you should brush it twice a day.
That's generally, but in Ramadan, is there any text that says it's better not to brush, or it's like it's mustahab to go without?
You should definitely brush your teeth in Ramadan, especially, you know, with the non-Muslims looking at us, and you know, our breath is bad enough. Now our teeth have got to be yellow.
Okay, so are you saying with the brush minus the toothpaste, or are you saying
with the toothpaste everything's allowed?
Daylight hours though, because I mean, brushing your teeth there's a whole day. You could use iftar, your toothpaste.
Fiqh, from fiqh.
Yeah.
From the Risala of Sadiq Shirazi, you are allowed to brush your teeth. There is nothing wrong with brushing your teeth. It is mustahab act to brush your teeth, as long as you don't swallow any of the toothpaste or any of the water.
When you rinse and whatever.
You rinse your mouth, everything comes out. The only thing you really swallow is saliva.
It's funny, I think bad breath doesn't come from the stomach area.
Indeed.
Yeah, so even if you're brushing that outerly,
it helps, you know.
Yeah.
And also cleaning the tongue. Make sure you scrape the tongue.
Yeah.
Eliminates a lot of bad breath.
But I mean, you generally kind of get an idea if you're close to people in proximity who and who's not fasting. I'm sure that people know when I'm not fasting. To be honest, it's a tough challenge, but we do it. Alhamdulillah.
Ramadan breath is quite notorious in the West.
Yeah, definitely. I think even you know, the work environment, school environment, it's quite difficult. Obviously, if we were at home and we were surrounded by family members, it's different. You know, we're all in the same boat, but it's difficult in the workplace, isn't it, for people to sort of balance meetings and, you know, clients, and then you're.
I mean, in suhoor time, make sure you swallow a couple of mints. That might help. You know, make sure
take the edge off.
Yeah, you know, there are things you can do to help eliminate bad breath before you start your fast. Eat light, not too much meat, things like that. You know, that can really help.
I think mint and things, natural herbs and things, they're quite good
Definitely.
for your stomach, aren't they?
Peppermint, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
there's so many foods that people break their fast with, or I should say, I include myself, that are probably not always the most ideal.
Indeed.
You know, there are some more prescribed ones, apart from dates.
Oh, while we're talking about that, please, to all the viewers, don't drink Coke and, you know, fizzy drinks and things like that. You know, don't drink carbonated drinks when you're opening your fast. That is absolutely horrific to your stomach.
Why?
You might as well.
Is it the gas?
It's
acidic.
it's very acidic. You've got an empty stomach, and you drink that with all
You need
the
alkaline foods for that time of day.
exactly. When
yeah.
you have something like carbonated
Goodness,
drinks.
Brother Bilal, I thought you said alcohol there.
No,
No, alkaline.
But when you have things like that, carbonated drinks, so your fizzy drinks and your sodas, it does immense damage to the stomach. It will
the
give you
lining.
aches and pains, and it's
Yeah, you can get
absolutely
stitches
horrific.
and, you know, like.
Stay away from all of that. You know, from a health point of view. In Ramadan, after Ramadan, okay, go back to your colas and whatever. But during Ramadan, no, don't do it. It's so bad.
Anything else you're going to say? Don't have
Pork chops, alcohol,
Astaghfirullah.
Budweiser. No, I can't say anything.
Astaghfirullah. But actually, no, because even they say fried foods and, you know, not to have too much spice.
Indeed. I
because
mean,
your
we need
stomach is
to make sure that because of the long fast, the acidity levels rise, which can cause decay into the
Yeah.
stomach lining.
Yeah.
We need to, eat as much alkaline food as we can. Now, what's alkaline? Alkaline, you're looking at like fruits, veg,
Certain greens, isn't it?
fiber.
Certain greens.
People may think citrus stuff is bad for you and that's very acidic. It's not actually. It has an alkaline effect. Even though it is acidic, it has an alkaline effect
It
on
triggers
the
an
stomach.
alkaline effect in the
So, you know, orange juices, fresh orange juices.
I think
and things like that is
watermelons are
okay.
good, mangoes are good, and they're
Definitely.
kind of milder in sort of their effect, aren't they?
Definitely.
Grapes and things.
I
And I,
mean,
think,
you would assume something like apples,
yeah.
you know, they're very acidic. They will have a bad effect on your stomach, but they don't. They're full of fiber, and you know, it's just very good for you. So
I remember
fruit, veg,
exactly.
loads of it.
We used to do. I'd make a whole big bowl of fruit salad, and then you have that, and then before your precursor meal, and have a meal a bit later, and then just a meal at night.
Hot drinks always help, even although the weather is so warm.
Yeah.
A warm drink, you know, even if it's warm water, teas, your mint teas, these type of fruit teas, gingers.
Yeah. Caffeine is a
Very
good time
good.
to actually wean yourself off in this month as well, isn't it? Even though it can give you initial headaches for the withdrawal symptoms.
Caffeine is
but-
actually very bad for the stomach.
Yeah, it dries you
Yeah.
out as well. It does absorb the water in the
So it's
system.
maybe not a good idea to drink these things. And
exactly.
like you said,
Good opportunity.
very good opportunity to actually cut down on
Improve your eating.
exactly. So cut
Yeah.
down on your the wrong sugars,
Yeah.
the wrong fats,
Mm-hmm.
caffeine.
Thank you so much. That's all we've got time for. Enjoy your fast and try to keep us in your du'as. Next week we won't be airing due to the nights of the Shahadat of Imam Ali. Please do keep us in your prayers, and we will see you after that.
Inshallah.
Enjoy your salah.